Welcome back to Rowe Stamps Field. It's a beautiful day here at Georgia Tech. I am Kevin McHugh, and beside me today is Doug Myers.
Thrilled to be here. It's a beautiful day here.
Beautiful day, right? Little rain, little overcast, about 55 degrees. What's exciting about today, it's our senior day.
It is senior day. I had the honor of being able to announce today's seniors. I'll announce them over the YouTube channel also. Brendan Sullivan, number 43, he graduates out of aerospace engineering this May. He's going on to grad school at the University of Texas. I asked the boys to say, hook 'em horns. Not one of them moved. Joseph Rosie, he'll be graduating this May, building construction. He'll be working locally here for a firm called Secretariat. Curious trivia, my middle son is a director of finance at Secretariat.
Okay.
So it's a small world. Pierce Quarles, he'll be graduating in December and also in aerospace engineering. Aaron Pizak, he graduates out of the Scheller School of Business. He's an all-SELC conference winner. He graduates this December. Hudson Hickens, team captain and team president, he graduates in mechanical engineering. Michael Grosso, he's graduating also out of biomedical engineering. And number 26, the all-time scoring leader for Georgia Tech, he graduates out of mechanical engineering. He'll be working here with Manhattan Associates. And then JoJo Banks also graduates. He came out of St. Pius X High School, which is my alma mater. He'll also be aerospace engineering. 3 boys out of aerospace engineering here.
What's nice about this program is the majority of our players are on the engineering side of the school here. So they work hard, they play hard, well-rounded young men.
I was able to discuss with Ian Balzer, who came from Air Force here, transferred from Air Force Academy here, and he's excited about getting his 5th year here in Lacrosse. He'll be doing the 1-year management of science program over at Scheller, and he was explaining how Georgia Tech graduates kids from all over, and they're really, really good. It's face-off time.
Yeah. Charlie on the face-off X, keeping the ball on the ground. Seaford picking up the ball, getting it into the offensive end for Georgia Tech quickly. Quick time by the referee. Too many balls on the field. Here's the restart. Seaford taking the ball top side. Have Grosso and Pizak playing midfield, and then it's good to see Pierce back with limited play time in the second half on Friday. Little bit of a hamstring with Rosie and Brooks. Pizak shot. Georgia Tech able to get to the end line. Brooks off the stick of a UConn defender. Georgia Tech will have short time here to try to put one on net. Grosso top side, gets it over to Pierce. Pierce shot, save by Noah Lug for UConn. Expect to see an aggressive ride out of the boys. Here we go. Pierce takes it one-on-one, pulls it out, shot, goal! Prince Quarles.
Once he got open with the ball, he knew exactly what he was going to do. He knew he was going to feign to the cage, spin shot, went in.
And we talked a little bit on Friday, Doug, the all-time points. And so you have Brooks Barrow, 1 point behind Mr. Conley from 2017. Pierce is right behind him, just at this point 5 away. So fun little battle that we get to have with with Pierce and Brooks, but an exciting opportunity for them being a part of this program the last
It is
4 or
exciting.
5
This
years.
particular cohort of talent is wonderful to watch, wonderful to see, but they're all just high character, high caliber boys too.
Georgia Tech will be starting on defense. With down the alley shot, save! Owen Armentrout gets it over to Huddy. Seeing a different look here by UConn than what Tennessee provided us, but we were able to find a gap, and Carl Dagger able to clear the ball. Smart clear by the defense. Belly takes it topside. Goal! From a pass from Carl Dagger.
It was quick and efficient. Connecticut did lose yesterday to Tennessee, and that was their second game of the season. This is only their third game of the season.
Tight game against Tennessee. I think it was 11-7, 12-7. I think they got one there at the end, but UConn goes early on the face. Will be Georgia Tech ball. Augie starting with it, getting it over to Brooks.
Yeah, their face-off man, Evan Morrow, just barely moved, pulled up a little bit.
DJ Lewis getting into the action early. Shot wide. Georgia Tech able to back it up. Pierce moving the ball here, top side to Brooks. Brooks getting to the runway, spins, quick double. Unable to handle it. Good ride by Rosie, but UConn able to get the ball into their offensive end. Georgie looking to get that first-time ground ball. Huddy there. Huddy's able to get it to Rosie. Rosie's going to settle the offense here. Brooks getting covered early by Michael Riley for UConn, playing very aggressive, but able to get the ground ball over to Pierce. Pierce shot, goal, low to high. That's number 2 for Pierce Quarles. And Georgia Tech up 3-0. You know, looking at Friday, Doug, we were dominant on the faceoffs, kind of leaking into today. We were 10 and 12, sorry, on Friday, and have not lost one yet today. So Charlie with the ground ball gets it over to Seaford. Seaford getting it down to Brooks.
Winning the faceoffs is absolutely critical. It's possession of the ball. Can't score unless you got the ball.
Makes a big difference. We saw that last weekend in Liberty matchup. Just once if you can keep it on the offensive side, creates opportunities to score.
That's it. And I think Coach EJ told him, if you see the shot, take it.
Grasso to Brooks. Brooks runway goal, and he ties the all-time points record.
He's getting a stick lift from his entire team on the sideline.
Finding space, top side, getting that goal.
It's these types of milestones that continues to build the program. Years later, he can tell his grandchildren that he beat an excellent player in goals, and someday someone will beat him.
Charlie wins the clamp, gets it to Pyzak. Pyzak trying to get to Charlie, but ball goes out of bounds. UConn will start with the ball here. on their defensive side. Moves it back. Blue 18. Hayden Forbes slashed the Georgia Tech attackman, and we'll see our man up. We were 2 for 2 on man up on Friday.
Whenever you're man up, you have to score. That's a must. If you don't score when you've got an extra man on the field, then you've got to do some serious self-examination.
Mm-hmm. At least get a shot off, right? Georgia Tech keeping it hot early. Pierce gets it over to Seifert. Seifert, Grosso. Grosso's going to shoot just high. Pierce able to back it up. Got about 10 seconds left to go on the penalty. Shot, goal! And that's the record.
That's it.
Brooks to Grosso.
For total goals.
Very similar first quarter that we did against Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie on the faceoff, wins the clamp, gets the ground ball.
The Huskies put in another face-off man, Benghazi, number 3, to see if they could.
Brooks to Rosie, they're coming. Saw 3 different defenders check him. Missed the stick every time. Getting the right personnel on. We got Augie. We have Carl and Pyzak at the midfield. Brooks unable to handle it.
You know, Augie Worthman's a freshman, so we're going to get a great career out of him.
Good ride by the Yellow Jackets, creates another opportunity. You know, Doug, you were talking about the seniors and being able to tell their kids years and years, you know, what they were able to accomplish. What's cool is we have a goalie, defenseman, attackmen, middies, all seniors. So kudos to Matt Edmonds, who does the recruiting here, as well as the rest of the coaching staff, getting that diversity. You know, we're not heavy in one position. Leaders across the field.
You know, Matt and the coaching staff here understand about student life balance.
Mm-hmm.
They don't overwhelm the boys with practices. At the same time, they have selected and recruited the high caliber, high character guys. These are young men that are serious. They have the gravitas.
A lot of back and forth right now. UConn turnover, then a quick Georgia Tech turnover. UConn starting on the offensive end with a reset. Midfielder staying on for a couple runs here. Good body by Edler. Quick slide by Mitch. Recovery by Noah. Shot wide.
That shot was by Bowden Frost, who's a freshman for the Huskies.
Quick double by Huddy. Huddy recovers. Dagger playing solid defense so far today. Playing very aggressive. Pyzak steps out. Shot save! Owen Armitrot with another one.
Owen is so quick with that stick, he's able to not just deflect it, but get it into his cross.
Mm-hmm.
His reflexes come from his mom, Betsy.
Got to get it over here, boys. Georgie's going to leg it, unable to get it through the 20 seconds. Vision's got to get a little bit wider. Pyzak did have some space. We had a couple in the box. You know, they were covering the passing lanes well. UConn ball. Dagger, the only midfielder left on that original group that was in. Shot off the pipe. No goal. I disagree with that. We'll get to see the replay here.
I would point out that all of our boys are substantially better at the Newtonian physics than these umpires are going to be. So
very true.
We tried to argue our case, but the umpires decided that just maybe in an alternative universe.
Charlie had a false start there. UConn ball. Zach Harrison in at LSM for the Yellow Jackets with Seaford and Grosso. UConn ball behind. Huddy playing aggressive D here. Not overcommitting, quick double. Got a swarm of Yellow Jackets getting the ball on the ground. Grosso's running through them. Mitch out there. 3 Yellow Jackets on 1 Husky. Have to recover quickly, as we did. UConn pulling it out, not pushing the envelope there.
You can tell the Huskies aren't used to that big, thick defense that we just showed them right there. That's something they have not experienced in their style of lacrosse.
AT, man gets a step, shot wide. Seamus Stunton taking the shot there for UConn. Short time for UConn. Great defense by AT. UConn's got to shoot wide. Should be Georgia Tech's ball here. Yep. Use the full time. Owen Armentrout starting with the ball here. Gets it over to Huddy. I think box. Let's see, they're not matching feet now, but they are stepping up. We should have an attackman. There it is. Unable to handle the low pass. That was a moving pick there by UConn, no call.
That was an uncharacteristic bad clear by Georgia Tech. Very rarely happens, but I think we're going to be okay. Our defense is very, they just forced the turnover.
Mm-hmm. Good double there, to your point, on being aggressive, giving us the next opportunity. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the quarter. Tech up 5-1. And we're going to take our time here. Barrow with the ball, top right. Pyzak coming in for Harrison. Seaford to Rosie. Rosie, shot save. He always finds space there. Ball on the ground. Goalie retains possession. UConn able to get in the crease. Shot, save. Oh, and Armentrout. We're going to get a loose ball push here. After the shot, it's going to be UConn's ball.
That was a little nitpicky, but we'll have to live with it.
Shot clock reset. Noah Stewart as LSM. Pyzak.
And there's our turnover.
Unforced turnover by UConn. Georgia Tech ball. Mitch pushes it back to Huddy. They're still not matching feet here, but they are stepping up. Pizak able to get the ball. It looks like as long as we redirect, we're going to create space on the far side of wherever the ball is, and we'll be able to continue to have successful clears. Andrew Belly with DJ, Lewis, and Augie at the midfield. Belly, shot, goal! Top right. About a 14-yarder there.
I think, again, Noah Logue, the goalie for the Huskies, was screened by his own players. I think Belly was able to see that he had the shot that he could take from behind the tree and get it in. They had stacked their poles. The Huskies had stacked their poles, and Noah couldn't see it.
All right, false start by UConn. Will Riley. Georgia Tech will start with the ball here.
These umpires are sticking to the letter of the law on the face-off if there is any premature movement.
Pierce going to be doing a two-man game here. Shot, save, good take by Carl Dagger. And then once again, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets riding as hard as they can, forcing the Huskies to retreat a little bit on their defensive side and forcing them to make an errant pass, which creates a turnover once again.
Again, matching them up very close, body to body, and not letting up. That's what forced that turnover.
I like this line right here with Edler, DJ, and Belly. You got a mix of size, speed, and they're all smart. Carl gets inside. That's a hold. There's the flag. We're going to see another man-up opportunity here. DJ able to keep the ball. Top side, runs through the pick, shot, goal! DJ Lewis. Georgia Tech up 7-1. Let's see if the penalty is waived. Goal is good. Penalty is waived off, right? No?
It looked like he called three penalties.
Did they not count the goal?
They've got one in the box. I don't think they counted the goal.
All right. Man up here, 6-1. We'll change the graphics in a second. Grosso to Seaford. Seaford to Pierce. Gets under his defender. Shot just wide. I would have given that to the Yellow Jackets there based on our angle. UConn ball. Turnover. Seaford to Pierce. Pierce shot. Saved by the goalie. First time ground ball by Seaford, and then Coach Lovick with the timeout.
Smart timeout. We started getting a little unsettled there, started getting a little fast and loose, and that's not our style of play.
So we're looking at another man-up opportunity. I think we're still in time. We are 42.5% success rate on man-up this year. I would like to see that higher.
Yeah, of course.
And then we talked about the clears earlier on the season. 76%. I think we're going to see that go over 80 if we continue to have the success that we've had today.
if you can get 80% clear rate, you will dominate every other team.
Yep.
Because that's the second component of winning the face-off, winning the clears.
I've always been in the mindset that if you can be over 80, you're doing something right.
Doing fantastic.
Yep. Then we got sidelines is not as packed as Friday, but they are also a little confused on why they did not count the goal for DJ.
Yes, the sideline parents will assist the referees in their adjudication. This is the first game I've seen this season where the UConn side parents just didn't make it down. I think they saw the weather report, realized it was going to be Georgia Tech weather, and said, no, we've got that up here. No reason to go down and sit in the cold rain.
Exactly. Well, hopefully they're listening, right? All even now. Grasso.
Lowe
Down.
clamps it.
Yep. Quick turnover there. Off of the timeout. With our substitution, creating an opportunity for Caleb Smith to leg it over for the Huskies. And they're doing a full substitution here. UConn topside shot just wide. Crashing, check, save! Oh, an Armitrot at the buzzer to secure a 6-1
That
lead.
was a picture-perfect save. Owen was able to break his knees again. He got his basket on the ball.
All right. 5-goal lead. Going into the second quarter. Hopefully we continue down this path. We saw a little bit of a lull Friday night, but I know the coaches have coached them up and getting them more prepared to play 4 quarters.
They have. EJ and Lovick have taken a cerebral approach to getting the boys motivated. They go ahead and tell them what they need to do. Just do that. And the boys do that. Now, in your coaching time, what do you think Owen Armitrout does right? I keep emphasizing this. He seems to be able to get literally his net on the ball. So many other goalies tend to put the throat to the ball. He seems to be able to move his cross a little bit quicker and get the ball under control rather than deflecting it.
Yes. So there's two types of goalies, right? You have a position goalie who makes a lot of saves with their body. They're just getting their top hand to the ball, and not always making clean saves. And then you got goalies like Armitrot that can have very quick hands, makes a lot of stick saves, and so that's his ability to be able to do that. All right, we win the ground ball, get it over to Pizak. Pizak shoots, gets blocked by UConn, and we do see a goalie change. Big Pete is coming in for the Yellow Jackets and is going to see a shot early. Oh, nope, they pulled it out. So getting a 5-goal lead here. Getting towards this, back half of the season, creating opportunities for our other goalies to get the reps.
Exactly. And Zagrabelny was our lead goalie last year. I think you're going to see the same style.
Yeah, he's definitely done a lot of work. He's in the offseason to get quicker. But yes, foundationally, we should expect something very similar. UConn takes a quick shot off the top side alley, gets a goal, backside. It's a good goal.
He did take the shot into the low percentage side of the cage, but made it work.
Charlie back on the face-off. Harrison and Augie on the wings. Once again, wins the clamp, keeping the ball on the ground. It's going to be a 50-50 here. UConn, Christopher Lanzone gets the ground ball, but a quick double by the Yellow Jackets to put the ball back on the ground. Huddy with the first-time ground ball gets it over to Pierce. 4-on-4 right now. But
while it was contested, we still got the ball. We still won the face-off. And that's the stick-to-itiveness that the Georgia Tech boys have.
Belly coming off the pick, finds Rosie. Rosie, shot, save. UConn goalie Noah Lug.
We don't have a pronunciation guy. I was calling him Lug.
Lug, right? Tomato. Quick clear by UConn. Caleb Smith bringing it over again, allowing UConn to start down the alley. Forces it to the crease. Able to get a quick pickup by Wilson that gets it over to Pierce. Let's see if they push it here. We have the numbers. There's Belly. Belly rolls off a double, looks to settle again. Belly taking his man top center here. Down the alley, quick slide, Rosie, shot, goal! Belly to Rosie for Rosie's first goal of the afternoon. He needed that.
Beautiful execution.
He had 5 goals on Friday, but I think he probably, on cage, had another 5 or 6. Goalie was making decent saves that night, but he creates opportunity for himself. He's so shifty in the crease.
And our passes were quick and crisp.
Yep. Charlie with another face-off W gets it down to the attackman, Brooks Barrow. He's going to push it, rolls it. Seaford, shot, goal! Seaford capitalizing on
again, just like the shot 2 goals ago, except for it's on the eastern side of the field, the UConn defense gets into an I formation, and I don't think their goalie can see around it. I don't think Noah can see around it.
You know, with him rolling top side, Seaford's man slid from top down,
right,
which then created that opportunity.
Right.
Mitch with another face-off win. But unable to keep it in bounds. UConn ball here, moves it back. We're gonna have to, Aaron's got a pop here. All the midfielders were staying at the midfield. We needed to drop, but UConn hasn't started really pushing yet, so it's giving us the opportunity to sub or get back in and get the numbers.
Yeah, the Huskies' offense seems very deliberate.
Mm-hmm. Which, you know, earlier in the season, right? just getting their sticks warmed, trying to identify their, identity.
Right. They're still working out the winter kinks.
Yeah.
Where we've had 7 games.
UConn, top side. Shot save. Big Pete moves it up to Grosso. Grosso's going to find space here. Got a little bit of a fast break. Yep. 5-on-4. God. Brooks trying to get it backside to Pierce. Good idea. Was not able to execute, but we're going to see a Georgia Tech ride here. Love what I see out of the Yellow Jackets. This is a different look for the ride. Created a little chaos top side, little 10-man ride there. And we almost were successful.
The Huskies did get it cleared. That is something I think their new coach this year probably had them practice a lot. That was a well-crafted ride. I'll give the Huskies credit there. A well-crafted clear, rather.
Unforced turnover by the Huskies. Georgia Tech starting with the ball. Georgie taking it up, gets it over to Huddy. Huddy's going to let it one bounce. Pyzak there. Huddy not able to get it, but Pierce finds it. Roll, dodge, shot, goal! Pierce Quarrel with his 3rd goal of the game. Just the ball's bouncing the right way there. And we're going to see a goalie switch here for the Huskies. Don't see him on the roster. Number 35, is that?
Yeah, I think Noah's coming off the field. I think he's upset at being pulled.
I would be. So if anyone's on the chat can tell us the goalie's name, we'll highlight him when he makes saves. All right, UConn winning the face-off. Pushes it back to their defensive side. Tech back into their regular ride here. We're going to see a quick shutoff and a turnover. Belly with the ground ball. Gets it over to Braden Smith, who's coming in for Pierce. Pierce to Rosie. Rosie just wide. And UConn ball. Here we go again. Different look on the ride here for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, number 35.
That's a ward and a half. But double there. Georgia Tech ball. Carl Dagger over to Braden. Braden to Rosie. Rosie just a high bounce. Rosie able to get the ground ball. DJ Lewis is in with Belly and Dagger at the midfield. Brooks gets it. Oh, Braden. Should be short time here. Belly able to get the ground ball. Great move by Brooks there to give Braden an opportunity. Belly shot, goal! Right in the ear hole there. Off stick, corner.
That was on a string.
Yep.
I'm going to hazard the new goalies, number 35. I think Connecticut is running some of their freshmen. I'm seeing a lot of freshmen out on the field. They're just giving them the reps, giving them some experience against, again, a national caliber team like Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech with the ground ball.
We win the face-off again.
Seaford getting the ball back to Big Pete. Big Pete finds Georgie. George Corbin with a goal on Friday. Pretty exciting opportunity for him there. Doesn't get a lot of opportunities like that.
He's 1 for 2 on shots on goal.
AT, yes, that first one. AT coming top side, gets it over to Barrows. Roll dodge, rolls back, draws the double. Finds AO, but it was tipped out. So Seaford will start with the ball here. Back left. Has a shorty. Let's see what he does. Gets it over. Shot. Just high bounce by AT there. Braden Smith starting with the ball in for Pierce Quarles. Brooks topside shot. Another save by the backup goalie for UConn. I think he's good low. He's made a couple low.
And we're taking our shots low, but that was a...
Having a little bit of a stick trouble there.
Yeah.
Had to move back. Could not get it over in 20 seconds. Georgia Tech starting with the ball. Once again, 6 minutes, 20 seconds in the first half. Brooks gets the double, moves over to Braden. Braden to Grosso. Grosso is going to get to Seaford, and they're going to slow it down here for a second. Or the sweep.
When Brooks was able to get that shovel pass out of there, he had hit his knees. A lesser caliber player would not have been able to recover from that. He would have been tumbled off. But Brooks was able to muscle his way up, sneak the pass off, and keep the ball under Tech's control.
Brooks starting with it from behind, gets doubled again, finds Seaford. Seaford holding on to it, trying to get it over to Braden Smith. Braden gets the ground ball, gets it over back to Brooks. Brooks looking at what he can do here. He's cooking. Moves it out. AT. Rolls top side. Shot. Low.
Our attack is definitely taking the bounce shots in. So they are working on that goalie's ankles.
Short time here. Short time, Braden Smith. He's going to try to get top side. He's got to shoot it or move it. Seaford slips. He has to shoot. Takes the shot. Smart shot. Because if the horn whistled when he was up top, the ball would be starting at the box. But
right.
This gives our guys an opportunity to sub out.
Well, that 80 seconds, that was the first Connecticut defensive stand that forced the shot clock turnover.
Another great ride by the Yellow Jackets. Turnover, Georgia Tech ball. Georgie able to come over, but bounce pass to Augie. Augie gets it over to Braden. Braden Smith, I believe, is going to settle it here. DJ Lewis runs through three defensemen with the goal. No? Ah.
Waved that one off.
Time out. So he got triple team. I think that's twice that has happened to DJ this weekend where, he's a big boy, so he can run through anybody. But, as one coach would, call a quick timeout, reset, and live to see another day.
Well,
out here.
that tactical timeout's okay. Didn't cost us that much. We're 10. The Huskies are 2. So we didn't get the goal. I think we're still going to get the goal out of this.
Of course. Yep. No, smart timeout.
Yeah.
So we're looking into the rest of the season. We have 3 regular games left. Next home game is against UCF, SELC opponent. And then
What date is that?
the 14th, next Friday evening.
Next Friday.
And then we have Florida away, and then University of Georgia at a neutral site.
Interesting.
It varies year to year, you know, neutral sites, home away. So it's going to be a big game for the Yellow Jackets, like it is every year. You won't ever see any red on this field by the Yellow Jackets or fans. And those freshmen or rookie that come in, if there's even a lick of red, even a shoelace, that will be
Quickly
changed before they step on the field, as I've seen many, many times. Georgia Tech coming off the timeout. We got same midfielders, Augie, Edler, Lewis. Looks like UConn's in a zone here. Georgia Tech able to get topside, roll it, shot. Save by UConn. Looks like Mitch is playing LSM right now, while Wilson's playing close for the Yellow Jackets. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in the half. Tech up by 8. Good defense by Carl. Great ground ball by Wilson. Wilson gets it up to Rosie. We got the numbers here. Rosie's taking it. Gets checked and pushed into the crease, but they're saying he was there on his own. Quick ride, that's a ward.
that was that was not the right call by the umpire.
UConn shot, save! Big Pete able to make something happen there for the Yellow Jackets. Moves it up to Mitch.
That's what's great about our entire team is we've got the depth. You can take Armentrout out and replace him with Zagrabelny, and
no problems.
not worry about it at all.
No. What I love about these goalies here, you know, especially Big Pete and Owen, they're best friends. They support each other. No one individual, right? And then just the rest of the goalies here too. They all have their own little goalie gang.
No, there's no selfishness on this team. If you've noticed, Barrow has made 4 times as many passes off than shots on goal.
Braden Smith to Rosie behind the back goal. That was pretty. Great save, right? Kicks it back. Braden finds Rosie here. Rosie behind the back goal. All right. Braden getting into it.
We've seen some top 10 shots today.
There was a, I forgot who was playing, but there was a goalie saved it the same way that Brooks did last night. Gets it to a defenseman. It was a 10-man ride. Defenseman takes a shot from the other end of the field and scored. So it looked very similar. All right, Georgia Tech able to get the ground ball off the face-off in the defensive end. And Huddy bringing it over. Senior day, he wants a shot. Look at this. He's going to pick. Oh, there he wants it. Shot. Save. Brooks with a good take. Huddy would have taken the assist. Ground ball. Georgia Tech able to get it. Back on the ground. unable to keep it on the offensive end. UConn gains possession. And they'll settle, start their offense behind. Short time on the half. Pizak pushing his man. Shot wide. UConn will back it up. 17 seconds left to go. I was talking to JoJo, one of our goalies. I said, I didn't hear you too much on Friday. I said, I need you to be a little bit louder on the sidelines for us. Once again, UConn unable to control. Georgia Tech gets the turnover, gets the ground ball. Big Pete gets it over to Wilson. Wilson shoots.
Slightly wide left.
Yep, and that will end the quarter. Georgia Tech 11, UConn 2. We got a lot of guys creating opportunity for us, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Yellow Jackets scored in that half.
And that is the discipline of this particular team. There are no ball hogs. There are no heroes out trying to make it happen all by themselves. They are smart players. They pass. They make the off-ball effort to get open and help a particular play work, and that is what is nice.
Certainly. So we're looking forward to this second half, and we'll see you here in about 10 minutes. We are back at Rose Stamps Field for the second half of your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets versus the University of Connecticut. Pizak taking the first face-off for the Yellow Jackets with Noah Stewart and Seaford on the wings. Ground ball win by UConn. And they move it up to their offensive end very quickly. Andrew Taylor coming in for Pizak. UConn with the ball behind, goes top side, shot outside. Big Pete able to recover and move the ball over to Mitch. They're not matching feet here, creating opportunity for Noah Stewart. That gets the ball into the offensive end. Seaford's going to hold the ball here while we sub. Sticking with the same attack line as the second half of the second quarter with Barrow, Rosie, and Braden Smith. Brooks to Braden, Braden to Seaford, Seaford just wide. Rosie able to back it up here and start with it. Grosso going down the alley, gets the ball behind to Rosie. Rosie to Brooks. Brooks to Seaford. Seaford, quick double by UConn, pulls it out. Good ball movement here by the Yellow Jackets. Got to move their feet a little bit. Tipped by UConn. Georgia Tech ball. Short time shot, bounce, wide. Used up the 80 seconds. It will be UConn's ball. Seeing a different look here by the Yellow Jackets on their ride. Having a lot of success with the two different looks that I've seen so far. Getting the pull to bring it over. And Huddy able to check the ball out of the defenseman's stick, but they had too many men. So Georgia Tech ball here, Doug. Seaford, successful clear.
This is where we can afford to take our time. If we don't get a score and end up using 80 seconds on the shot clock, that works in our favor also. So here we get to be
prescriptive.
Very prescriptive. And just take the shots that we want to take, not that we're forced to take.
Seaford top side, shot just high. UConn able to chase the shot out. Seeing another big ride here by the Yellow Jackets, forcing the Poles to bring it up. Takes the shot. Big save by Mitch, but unable to stay with it. It'll be UConn's ball. Trying to get a quick whistle here, but they're going to have to settle. And the fans that are out there, the stream is a little light. I'm sure we'll darken the screen up here in a minute.
But Mitch Savelli was able to recognize the open goal situation there.
Big save, Big Pete! One-on-one. Yes, he understood his assignment there, right?
And Zach Rebelny, in a situation like that, a lesser goalie would have flinched. Pete will stand there and take that point blank thump.
Rosie tried to get it to, or Grosso tried to get it to Rosie there. Just couldn't hang on to it. Another turnover in this game. And Georgia Tech continuing to be aggressive on the ride, and they're not getting the opportunity on any sort of break thus far.
You know, the Huskies are doing a good job clearing the ball. I will credit them that.
Pizak back in as a midfielder after his face-off in the beginning of the quarter. Augie playing solid defense, pushing his man off the line. UConn gets working the ball from behind. Quick double there. Georgie and Huddy working, can't get the ground ball, but we got to reset here, got to talk. Topside UConn save, Big Pete, another one for the Yellow Jackets. Mitch with the ground ball, gets it over to Peter, Peter over to Huddy. We got space for Georgie in the middle. Mitch is over, Augie's over, all right. Georgia Tech will start their offensive production with 9 minutes left to go in the quarter. Pizak, double by UConn, gets it to Braden. Braden shoots just wide. Rosie able to back it up for the Yellow Jackets. Hearing Coach EJ calling it out here for the boys. Barros starting with it top side. UConn able to get their stick in that passing lane, but turnover, double for Brooks. Can't stay on his feet there. They get the ground ball, but the Yellow Jackets are swarming, working hard here. Let's see if Augie can get him out of bounds. There you go, Augie, pushing. UConn able to get it into the box. Huddy guarding Jack McLearney. Haven't seen this matchup today.
No, UConn's got a huge bench, so they're rotating some other guys in.
Another save by Big Pete. And wins the foot race there off the shot.
That skin drill is what we would do, and you would think we're up 11-2, we're still willing to pay that price.
Fastest game on 2 feet, anything can happen. Big Pete gets it over to Mitch. Mitch gets it over to Augie, creating another opportunity for the Yellow Jackets.
That's a perfect example. We're willing to lay it out onto the field, although we're well ahead in the game. We don't give up.
We got Belly, Carl, and DJ. Love to see DJ playing behind here. Double by UConn. Brooks surveying the field, gets it up to Carl. Dagger gets it over to Belly. Belly gets it DJ to Brooks. Brooks shot, save by the goalie, reset. So we'll have a fresh 80 for the Yellow Jackets. Belly, another shot. DJ Lewis can play both midfield and attack for the Yellow Jackets. So depending on his matchup, they're able to really move him around wherever they need to.
Yeah, he's a true utility player.
Rosie to Brooks. Brooks, face dodge, shot, wide again. Belly's going to start with the ball here. Shorter time. Dagger, top side, gets it over to Brooks. Brooks, once again, just getting the passing lane. UConn is making it difficult for the Yellow Jackets to control possession. Turnover. UConn goalie getting the ball, moves it top side to defenseman. Defenseman's going to take it, move it.
Chris Landreau did a good catch for the Huskies on that long pull down of that.
I would have shot it, but you know.
Right.
But I did not play defense, so smart play gives the Huskies an opportunity, but another unforced failure, but did not turn the ball over. 30 seconds left to go on the shot clock. DJ playing solid defense. Another save by Big Pete. Unable to control that ball. UConn gets a fresh 80, but another nice save by Pete. Ball goes behind. Top side, DJ Lewis with the stick in the pass lane, gets the ground ball. He's going to leg it here. Gets it down to Brooks. Let's see Brooks take that. Brooks gets a step, shot. Just unable to finish. Goalie makes another bounce save. That's a Ward, but even better ride. Brooks Barrow with the ground ball, still has it. Gets it to Rosie, who forced it and couldn't hold on to it. Rosie's always in the action.
The UConn defenders are definitely sticking it to us.
There's a dead ball here. It's going to be in a reset, UConn ball.
Did he call holding on us?
Did not see the call, but that seems likely. Defense playing solid this quarter. And another pick. Huddy with the pass up to Mitch. Mitch controlling it, looking to see who he has.
Good
rolls.
spin dodge.
Yep. Rolls, gets it to Braden. Should stay in for us. And Georgia Tech will sub with Owen Smith coming in, freshman for the Yellow Jackets. Keeping it hot here. Madison Davis shot, goal! Madison Davis getting an opportunity and getting a goal for the Yellow Jackets.
We're lucky to have Davis here. He's from St. George's Independent School up in Tennessee. So the Volunteers didn't get him, we got him.
Brendan Sullivan stepping in for the Yellow Jackets at attack. Sully, great kid. good team guy here. Pizak with a face-off win. Shot just high. We're going to see some new faces for the Yellow Jackets. But Grasso, AT, Seaford at the midfield. Brooks rolls into a double, moves the ball over to AT to Seaford. Brooks pulling it out here. Finds Rosie, shot, goal!
Another point for Barrow. Again, very disciplined, stick to your knitting, do what we know, do what we do best type of offense.
Yep. Georgia Tech up 13-2, 1 minute, 41 seconds left to go in the game, or in the third quarter, sorry. And JoJo Banks, number 36, coming in for the Yellow Jackets as a goalie. Very excited for him to get in as a senior. Another shot by Pizak after a win of the face-off. The Banks family have been a part of this program for quite some time.
It was JoJo's older brother. It's the reason why my son came here. JoJo's graduating aerospace engineering. He'll be working for Pratt & Whitney.
He interned with Delta. I was trying to get some free flights.
Yeah, they never give you their free companion coupons.
Yeah, the buddy passes.
Save those for the girlfriends.
Mm-hmm. Brooks topside. UConn doubling, tripling. We got a couple opportunities here. Let's move the ball. Brooks moves it to Augie. Trying to get it into Sully. Sully could not grab that low pass. He'll have another opportunity here. UConn with the turnover on the clear. Gets it over on the offensive end. Short time in third quarter. Pizak shot wide. Sully starting with the ball. Quick pass to AO. Could not get the shot off. And this will be the end of the third quarter here. Shot saved, Joey. Count it. JoJo Banks with the save. That is 2 buzzer beaters that we were able to pick off there. Owen had one, and now JoJo. So that tells me senior day, we had a 100% success rate with all the seniors getting an opportunity to play, which is always exciting.
It is. And again, so many of our players are, in a sense, not interchangeable, but they were not position bound. If someone gets injured, someone has to come out for whatever reason, we've got depth, and that is a really tremendous asset to have in a lacrosse program. And we have depth with less numbers than, say, the Huskies. The Huskies have brought down 10 more boys total. But then I think if you look at the roster for the Huskies, there are a lot of freshmen on this team. And they're in a position of rebuilding And I think 2 or 3 years from now, you're going to see a very strong lacrosse program.
And we've always battled with them. You know, we go up there, they come down here. We've had last couple years some good matchups against them. And to your point, right? Every team does have to rebuild, and especially for the Yellow Jackets. I mean, we have some impactful freshmen playing for us this year, and you got to step up.
Oh,
you got to figure it out. And
Braden Smith out of Alatoona, and Andrew Taylor out of Sanford. It's really, really great to see these boys step up, just come into the program and step up and show early maturity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, looking at it, Mitch starting for us at defense. Carl Dagger, Edler, Noah Stewart. Asher's gotten some reps throughout this season. Andrew Owen. I mean,
and Mitch Savelli goes without saying.
Mm-hmm. Noah Stewart and Augie on the wings. Pizak taking another face here for the Yellow Jackets. Augie not able to get the first time ground ball, but was able to get the second time. Brendan Sullivan starting with the ball behind. And the Yellow Jackets are going to settle here. While we get the right personnel in, we got Seaford, AT, and Augie at the midfield. Seaford to Sully. Sully trying to get it to Rosie. Good check by UConn to force a fast break here. Moving the ball well, but another unforced turnover. And JoJo coming out of the cage to get that ground ball, but could not stay inbound, which is okay because it settles both sides, allows us to reset. We got Zach, Huddy, and Georgie playing close for the Yellow Jackets right now. Noah Stewart playing LSM. AT playing good defense. Quick slide by Augie. Quick recovery. Backside shot wide. Joey out of the cage once again. And what a pick for JoJo Banks. Getting that ball over to Huddy very quickly. They're matching feet here, which allows Huddy to take that ball over. And the offsides.
We may have had too many cleats on the field there at the.
Yep. We had subbing from the box.
Sub box. Yeah.
Yep. Should have stayed back. UConn starting with the ball again. 12 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. UConn gets down the alley, down the runway, sorry. Shot wide for the Huskies. Harrison behind for the Yellow Jackets. Huddy thinking to double, recovers, shot high and wide. UConn starting with the ball behind again. Double, or slide, sorry, Georgie. Good recovery by the Yellow Jackets. Harrison at the hips, double by Georgie, doesn't get it. Pizak top side. One more push there, Aaron. There you go. Harrison. Shot. Save! JoJo Banks. And a turnover by UConn. Harrison shovels pass back to Huddy. Not matching feet will give an opportunity for our pull to bring it over and get it to the offensive end. Another good save by JoJo Banks.
Yeah, and Zach Harrison picked up that ball to get control back to Georgia Tech.
Pizak, face dodge, gets it to Sully. Sully trying to get it over to Grosso. 2-on-2 ground ball here. UConn picks it up. And a good stick there by Andrew Owen, forcing another turnover, and Huddy will be using his wheels to get it over.
To Brendan Sullivan's, another senior.
If Sully gets a goal or an assist, that would mean every senior has something in the stat line there. JoJo with the save. Got a couple goals, couple assists, some GBs. Some turnovers by Huddy. Double by UConn. Gets it down below GLE, pops it back up top. AO gets it over Pizak, Pizak to Grosso. UConn back in a zone here. Leaves the outside shot. AO shot save by UConn. Sully with the pass to Rosie. Tries to go behind the back, but we were able to chase that shot. Should be short time here coming up soon for the Yellow Jackets. Sully to Brooks. Brooks shot just outside there. Goalie able to get that rebound. He's having some trouble with his stick here. A lot of bounce passes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still punching out his pocket.
We have Mitch, DJ Grosso as our defensive middies for the Yellow Jackets. Wilson, Huddy, Georgie playing close with JoJo Banks in the cage. Quick slide by the Yellow Jackets. Grosso recovers. Finds one. There you go. Mitch slides. DJ recovers once again. Georgie's man rolls. Gets him behind. Doesn't allow him topside. Shot wide. Goalie ball. Georgia Tech clearing opportunity.
Corbin did a great job staying with his man and forcing him to take the really sloppy shot.
Wilson with the face dodge. Gets to Georgie. Yellow Jackets start the offensive production here. Roughly 45 seconds left to go on the shot clock. DJ, dodge to Rosie. Rosie unable to get it to Dagger. Ball goes on to the defensive side of the field, and it's UConn ball.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the Sullivan family is just to our right.
Yes, they are. All the senior parents out today.
JoJo Banks on a great save.
Another save for the Yellow Jackets.
Thomas Pino, one of the seniors for the Huskies, took that shot, but Banks was too quick on the reflexes for him.
Grasso unable to get that shot off as it was blocked by UConn. Back on the offensive side here for the Huskies. UConn sticking with their game plan all day today. Settling it. They want to play 6-on-6. I would assume they would have tried to do something a little bit different. Shot wide. Good look. Tries to get a shovel in there. Unsuccessful.
Right, I'm not seeing an urgency.
Another save.
I'm not seeing an urgency out of UConn. Again, JoJo Banks on that save.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
they're playing physical. They're not being lackadaisical at all. They are just playing at their pace. And Georgia Tech is able to flex around that, either slow it down as we need or fast break it as we need. And the score reflects that.
Mm-hmm. Georgia Tech getting the offensive personnel on, as well as a new defenseman, Owen Siebold, stepping into the game. Brooks, shot. Oh, Freer getting that shot off. Good to see Thomas Freer step in, getting some offensive production here. Sully, shot, goal!
Senior Brendan Sullivan.
Brendan Sullivan, yes, sir. Assist by Maddox Davis.
He's out of Yorktown Heights, New York. JFK Catholic.
Family's very excited. Pizak back on the face.
Savelli still playing LSM right now this quarter.
Seaford gets, Pizak gets the ground ball. Good defense by UConn. They were able to recover. Pole getting the ball backside. Unable to handle it. Huddy with the ground ball.
Their long stick midi was a fellow named Tommy Franklin, also a freshman.
Barrow going to settle here. Thomas Freer coming back on the offensive side of the ball with Maddox Davis. Maddox over to Freer. Freer face dodge twice, gets it over to Seaford. Seaford to Sully. Sully handles it. Shot just wide. Broken stick by UConn.
They do allow an equipment substitution. But with Freer and Maddox, that's the offense you're going to see next year.
Seaford starting with it, top left. Shot. Eaten up by UConn's defense. Rosie starting with the ball. Yellow Jackets get it top side. Back to Freer. Freer down the alley. Check. By the Yellow Jackets and able to recover. Gets it over to Rosie. Rosie. Shot. Freer with the ground ball and the gets doubled. Seaford is getting called with the loose ball push. Should be back. Yep. UConn looks like they're going to leg it here. Yep. Midfielder legs it over to the offensive side. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to go in this game. Georgia Tech up by 12. Shot wide.
Banks deflected that off.
Great 2-0 weekend for the Yellow Jackets. Looking forward to our next home game on Friday, 7 p.m. against an SELC foe, UCF.
I will be watching online.
Shot. Save! JoJo Banks with the successful clear up to Maddox. We have the numbers here. Let's see what they want to do. Freer unable to hang on to it. Back down to UConn. Good check there by James Loro. Another freshman for the Yellow Jackets getting an opportunity in this fourth quarter. We should see another shot here by UConn before time expires. Shot goal by UConn. 34 seconds left to go. Georgia Tech up 14-3.
That score was by Thomas Pino, a senior. He's a short stick defensive midi.
If the score remains the same when the clock hits 0, we had 3 goalies play today. Each of them had about 6 saves, 1 goal allowed. As Pizak wins the faceoff and shoots it and gets a goal.
Another senior rings it up.
Mm-hmm. All right, now everybody has. I thought Pizak had one earlier. Nine different Yellow Jackets with goals today on 15 out of the 15. Pizak on the faceoff X. Noah Stewart on the near wing. Wins the clamp cleanly. Moves it over. Unfortunate turnover there. Let's see what happens here. Flags are flying. Unsportsmanlike.
A little frustration on the side of.
Yep. Pizak got pushed from behind. He got up and retaliated, and guess what? That's what the refs see, right? They don't typically see the first.
They never see the first one. They only see the retaliation.
Georgia Tech will finish this game man down. Coaches are having a talking to with Pizak. A lot of emotions on senior day, right? Got to hone those in. Shot, save. Let's see. No reset call, so no save there. Should see a quick pass in, or there it is. Shot off the helmet of a Yellow Jack defenseman. That will be it. Georgia Tech 15, UConn 3.
Great game.
Great game. Thank you for joining, and we will.
And a very sportsmanlike game.
It was, for the most part, yep.
And that's what I really, really like seeing.
And we'll see everybody Friday night, 7 p.m. against UCF. Thanks.
Be safe.